What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. And today we're going to be talking about 5 mistakes that you are definitely doing that is killing your gains. Stick around to the end of the video as the 5th mistake is undoubtedly the most important.
Mistake number 1. Ego lifting.
Probably the most notorious thing people do in the gym is ego lift. We get it. The gym is a very masculine place. It's a place where people want to prove that they are stronger than people, bigger than people, and more masculine than other people. And we get it. Honestly, we do. I see so many young lads slap on as much weight as they can and call it a chest press, but they've got the range of motion of a newborn turtle. Now, come on. You're impressing absolutely no one. Except maybe for a chiropractor who you'll no doubtably need to see if you continue to ego lift, as you will just cripple yourself. I think it's way more impressive when I see a younger lad be able to lift with perfect form and have a good range of motion, even if he's only got 5 kilos aside on a bench press. I still think that's way more impressive than someone who's trying to lift as much as they can and do it so badly. When it comes to ego lifting, a lot of people are very quick to drop the weight. Let's just take bench press for example. They're so quick at pressing the weight up, but when it comes to lowering the bar to your chest, they're quick to just drop that weight. There's no control. That part of the movement, the eccentric, the negative, the lowering part of any movement, whatever you want to call it, is the most important part to grow muscle. Now, not many people understand that. They think the squeeze and the press, as what we've been taught by the older gen of bodybuilders, is the most important. It's not. Lift with purpose. If you're just going in there to move the weight from point A to point B, you're not going to get very far. You're just going to injure yourself. So let's leave the ego at the bloody door and just lift what you can with good form, good range of motion, and undoubtedly that will be impressing way more people than how much weight you are lifting. That being said, I can't sit here with a chip on my shoulder and pretend that I didn't have an ego when I first started lifting. When I was younger and I was first getting into lifting, I was probably around 16 when this happened. I was in school's gym at the time. I didn't have a proper membership at a gym. I was just training for free at school. And there was me and a few of my mates. And I thought I'd be Billy Big Spuds and pile on as much weight as I can. It was only 10 kilos aside. Slap on 10 kilos aside on the bench press and I thought I'm going to go for it. No spot, no safety equipment, nothing. And lo and behold, the weight plummets to my chest and I can't get that thing off. Will hands down look way more stupid trying to get a weight off your chest on a bench press than benching less weight. Don't put yourself in that position. You'll have eventually gained the strength to lift a lot of weight.
Mistake number 2. Not training legs.
Not everyone will be doing, so if you are not this person, be sure to skip to mistake 3. Is I see so many lads with no legs. You'll have people going into the gym who are there to train chest, they're there to train arms, but you never see them enter a squat rack. Don't be that guy in the gym, because every gym has it. There'll be that one guy with an insane upper body physique, but has the stick thin legs. You look silly, so train legs. You want to be training legs with the intensity you bring for back, arms, chest, triceps, whatever it is. We all know that legs suck. But it's got to be done. Start training them, because you'll get to a point where you regret not training legs. Legs is nothing confusing. Focus on your squats, your RDLs. Because if you are someone who really does hate training legs, these are movements that target multiple muscles in that leg group. This then will allow you to do less exercises for legs as well as saving time, so you're reducing the amount of time you are suffering training legs.
Mistake number 3. Bad form.
Mistake number 3 is hands down one of the most important on this list, apart from Mistake number 5. So be sure to stay to the end of the video to see what mistake number 5 is. It is way more important, your form on things. So focusing on how you're lifting weights will allow you to reduce the risk of injury. If you're injured, you can't train. You can't train, you are not working towards your fitness goals. Therefore, you've wasted your damn time. Focusing on proper form will hands down benefit you way more. Not just about going in and lifting weights from point A to point B. It is moving weights with purpose, understanding why you're moving that weight, understanding how you're moving that weight, and it's controlling that weight. And if you're someone who believes you've got good form, set up just a camera or just ask your buddy who you're training with maybe just to film you just doing a couple reps and watch it back, and you'll be able to understand a few things you're doing wrong. So many videos out there across YouTube, across TikTok, just across the internet that'll teach you how to do pretty much every single exercise properly. Everyone's got to start somewhere. Everyone's got to learn somehow. Don't learn how to do an exercise by injuring yourself first, understanding, well, I shouldn't have been doing it that way. Understand how to do that exercise before you attempt it.
Mistake number 4. Poor recovery.
This is everything you do outside of the gym. So if you have got up to this part of the video, it is now time to think about what you are doing outside of the gym. Everything ties into each other. You can't be performing very well in the gym if you are not doing the correct things outside of the gym. You can't expect to see great results if you're not going to put 100% into the gym and everything outside of the gym. That's including nutrients, hydration, sleep. All these things come into recovery. Without them, your performance in the gym will be dead. So if you're not mastering these, you will never master the things in the gym. Most people seem to think when they get started in the gym, it is what they do in the gym that is the most important to obtain a crazy physique. Now you'd be half right. What you do in the gym is important, but it is also just as important what you do outside of the gym. If you are not sleeping enough, you're only getting 5 to 6 hours of sleep every night, you are not going to be building as much muscle as you can. You want to be aiming anywhere from 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single night. You need to allow your body to recover, to gain back that energy. If you are not going into the gym recovered, how you train is going to be so sluggish. You're not going to be able to lift as much weight as you usually have been doing. You're going to be very fatigued. You're going to be lacking energy. Implement what's known as rest days into your program. Your muscles are only going to grow when you are recovering. So implementing them as much as you need will drastically skyrocket the amount of muscle you can put on week after week after week. Before I give you the final mistake, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We are so close to hitting 200 subscribers. So if you want to stay up to date with the latest fitness challenges and also fitness advice, you're in the right place.
Mistake number 5. Bad diet.
Hands down, the most important one. So if you're going to take any advice from these mistakes, be sure it is from mistake number 5. If your post-workout meal is 3 chicken nuggets and straight vibes, don't be surprised if you are not making the gains you thought you would. The saying goes, you can never out-train a poor diet. The thing you want to be doing is focusing on nutrient-dense foods, making sure you're getting enough proteins, carbs, and fats, and also calories into your diet. Make sure you're in a surplus if you're trying to build muscle and gain weight. Make sure you're in a calorie deficit if you are trying to lose weight or lose body fat. But all things considered, what I do is I live by what's called the 80-20 rule. So that pretty much means I focus on my calories and my protein, carbs and fats. All that nonsense is in the 80%. 20% is of whatever I want. 20% is just to fill the rest of my calories. It can be clean if you want it to be, or it can be dirty. I like to go off everything in moderation. You want to be having a diet that you can stick to week after week. So you don't want to be taking out every single thing that you like to eat, because it will not be sustainable. Make sure you're getting enough protein in. Make sure you're eating enough calories, and then enjoy food as well. When people hear a diet, they think of chicken and bloody rice. If you want a cheeseburger and it fits into your calories, have a cheeseburger. Don't stop yourself because it is apparently labelled unhealthy. As I personally believe, nothing is unhealthy. It is the quantity of what you're eating that can make it unhealthy. If your diet is poor, your recovery is going to be poor, and therefore your performance in the gym is going to be poor. Your diet is the fundamental part of your entire fitness. A tip for you I like to do is track your calories. Now, you don't need to be a bodybuilder and track every little gram, every little calorie you are eating. This will pretty much give you an understanding of where you're going wrong. Are you lacking protein? Are you eating too much if you're meant to be in a calorie deficit? These are all things that if you don't track to a degree, you will have no understanding. You're just shooting straight into the dark. So guys, that has been 5 mistakes you are definitely making at the gym. If you are one of those people who are making all of them, don't be discouraged. Just open up your eyes and be honest with yourself on places you are going wrong, so you then have a chance to fix what you are getting wrong. If you do make these mistakes and you do fix them, I am 100% sure you will start to see the gains you have been wanting but have not been seeing this entire time. If you have found at least even one of these mistakes helpful, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Again, we are so close to hitting 200 subscribers on the channel. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will catch you next week with a banger of a video. Peace out.